Hey everybody, XCI here for Let's Play of Dragon Age 2. Here we have Duskhawk, we have Meryl, we have Fenris, we have Anders, and this might look a little bit deja vu-y to you because it is. I've reloaded back into the checkpoint save, which happens around that section over there, and I guess it happened after this scene. I did come back here and see her still shining, Meryl. I did just notice her staff is like this cool staff sword, or if maybe it's not a staff at all, it's just a sword, or maybe it's, I don't know, but it's cool. It looks cool, and I can't take it. So I feel like I've already taken everything. The game is just glitchy. And so there's a couple reasons why. Yeah, it's right here, Torch of Falandin, which I'll debate who that, whatever. Okay, so a couple reasons here. I'm really struggling with the headcanon of what transpired after leaving here and killing the entire Dalish tribe. For me, doesn't feel right. It doesn't sit right. And if I'm going to correct that in the Dragon Keep after anyways, then I wanted to know if there was a way for me to do this before. Do this in a way that didn't cause that still made sense to the character before moving on. Now, in the comments, I was told that the only way to do it was for Dusk to take ownership over what happened, which is not going to happen. It's not going to happen. He wouldn't have just said, I did it. Or he wouldn't say that all of this is my fault because I've supported Meryl the whole time and everything happened because I empowered her to be an idiot blood mage, like naive, arrogant blood mage, right? Which those are two dangerous components of anything. And I know that sounds rough. I don't mean it that I hate her character. I like her character. I think this game treated her character incorrectly by creating such a strong juxtaposition of those two traits, being naive and arrogant, and it's led to this. And I think that there is no other ending this could have gotten to. I think you can be responsible. Okay, hold on. I'm going to give some context here. I think you can be a responsible blood mage in the world of Thetis. I as a player, and so far as Xander and as Dusk, maybe not so much, but Xander for sure. I had commentary in the Origins playthrough where he drinks, for example, Avernus's potion. He lets Avernus keep studying. Just don't do the, don't torture people to do what you have to do, but keep studying the stuff, right? Because I feel like characters who can disassociate themselves, like they can have a pragmatic view on blood magic as a school of magic, and then give them the freedom to study that so that they can responsibly prepare for the benefits of blood magic and the risks of blood magic. But all magic is dangerous, just like all swords are dangerous, just like you know what I'm trying to say? Like anything that can cause harm is dangerous, and the worst thing you can do is limit the study of the things that cause harm. So I'm not against it as a player. I understand that the world can definitely give us a good view of blood magic, but it hasn't yet. I think Somli Kane, for the character I'm going to play in Inquisition, I think there's a view of blood magic that I think is the one that I, as a player, want to push in this world. The idea that you can use blood magic responsibly. How did it go wrong for Meryl? She made deals with a demon. That's something that has never gone right in the world so far. This isn't even just a Chantry-centric kind of blanket statement that everyone sort of blindly sheeps towards. It's things do not go right with demons because demons themselves, by their nature, are composed of concepts that can't distinguish between right and wrong. So they're by their nature going to lead or potentially lead into the what I think of as the 7 deadly sins of demons inside this world. I get that there's the compassion ones, there's all those these the spirits that have embodied those positive things, but as we could see with Anders, I know this is kind of like a vloggy thing at the start of this game, but I don't think this is going to be a long episode anyways because there's very little I got to do. But anyways, with Anders, as can be seen, justice was an embodiment of a good-natured thing, right? But now he's vengeance. And the point here is that they aren't multifaceted beings. They're single objective, narrow-sighted beings. And so things go wrong when you deal with demons, and that's where Meryl should have stopped. She had Meryl that told her you shouldn't pursue this, you shouldn't go further with this, and I do agree with, there's an exchange in the comments where the idea is had Meryl stuck around and helped Meryl try to get at the lore of the Dalish and bring that back. And if that meant working on the Alluvion with her, maybe have that senior kind of leader mindset helping Meryl through that journey, and maybe that would have helped. Maybe it wouldn't, because as we heard in the last episode, the demon talked to both of them. And I don't know if I missed that being said earlier in the game, but I didn't miss it that time, because for me I was like, wait, what do you mean the demon was talking to both of them? Because now it's changed the entire dynamic of what could go wrong here, because Meryl being the leader might want to protect Meryl, which is I believe what the game is trying to say here in that last scene, is Meryl made herself the prison for the demon in order to protect Meryl. But then this derailed even further or escalated even further by the fact that you have to wipe out the clan. Like, I get what happened here being, I don't enjoy it, but I think from a plot perspective, Meryl getting in the way of Meryl destroying, maybe she kept a tribe around here because she knew Meryl was going to stay on this path, and the only way for her to protect Meryl is to see Meryl through this journey so she could be a better person after she sacrifices herself to protect her from the inevitability of a demon fucking Meryl. And if not fucking Meryl, the demon would have been a risk to anything around. Like, demons create collateral damage. That's also something I've come to learn with this world. They create collateral damage, and especially when we're talking about the higher level stuff like the prides and stuff like that, those are the most dangerous kinds of demons. Those are the ones that are going to make you think you're in control for as long as possible, and then they're going to do the most amount of damage because they're the smartest of all of them. So I do think that wiping out an entire clan because you say something different up here, which is why I'm going to play this again, because of the way it was written, I perceived it to believe that Dusk was going to take ownership for everything that happened, which was never going to happen, and I would have had to accept that this is written crappily. I don't think that a hero would wipe out an entire Dalish clan. I mean, especially in my case, like Dusk, from an RP standpoint, knowing that this is the clan of the Wyrm Commander, the hero of Ferelden, the slayer of archdemons, wouldn't happen. It wouldn't happen. Like, there would have been some sort of interjection of some sort of thing that they wouldn't have escalated to that degree. So I was told in the comments that the statement is actually, well, I guess we'll play it out now. I think I've ranted enough about my thoughts about all this. I think it's a good summary. But the comment here you have to make is that you take ownership, but you actually still blame Meryl. And I think that's the important key that they should have made clearer in the options here. Furthermore, hold on.
Meryl, the Keeper, she...
Look at her, Meryl. She's covered in blood.
What have you done, Meryl? Keeper, can you hear me?
She's dead.
I should have guessed you'd turn on her. You monster.
I'll take responsibility. So by saying that, you're still... I'll play it out, but I'm going to say something after this. What was the other thing? It does seem that it's been confirmed in the comments that there's actually... This was bugged at the end. So it's supposed to have some other scene that's supposed to happen after this whole thing is through. That didn't happen. And so I'm going to try to fix that bug as well before moving forward, so I don't derail this save file any further. I don't think it matters because Dragon Keep it won't matter. But anyways, I'm gonna do this the right way.
This was a tragedy. I promise you, I'll make sure no one else is hurt by Meryl's blood magic.
Okay, so
you
he
expect
definitely
us to take the word of a Shemlin?
Stand down, Aneria. She was our first once. The Keeper loved her more than she loved the clan.
So extreme.
Meryl, I'm sorry. I never wanted
shows
this.
More...
If I could have saved her, if I could have died instead, I would have.
Words are cheap. That you're still breathing says enough.
Enough, Aneria. Human, take Meryl away from here.
Much better, man. Oh my god, Fenris actually... I got friend points for that. I thought he would have just... I don't know what I thought. Okay, so that was extreme on the positive side. It's like, oh, okay, I guess you're going to take ownership for this. Just take her away. Don't let her come back, right? And it's like, well, shit, guys. You're telling me that every other option would have led to me wiping out your entire clan? That would have been your better option? Fucking... Anyways, okay, so let's get... Yeah. Let's get out of here. Let's see what happens. Oh, I did screw up last time. I went all the way up and I went into the cave and came out. Maybe I bugged it. I bugged something that way. I didn't come straight down the hill.
They'll never forgive me. If you weren't here, Hawk, they'd kill me.
I guess that didn't happen because I killed them before. Well, it looks like we can still shop if we want to now. Well, that's cool. I'm going to leave now. I will never come back with Meryl. I talk to some people, see if they have anything to say. Oh, Meryl.
Taken on a heavy burden, Hawk. May the creators watch over you.
Oh, see, this makes a lot more sense.
Careful, young Sham. The Dalish are not your people. Not all of us want you here.
Is she wearing keeper clothing right now? Is that you, or am I just noticing that that's just clothing that the female elves wear? Okay, so even what they're saying is much cooler. Let's see, Master Aelin.
You've returned.
You were a good fight.
Is there something you need?
No, I'm fine. Bye.
I don't need anything right now. Of course.
Okay, I hope none of you mind that I took this direction. I hope you understand, based on what I've said, that why it had to happen for
Watch
multiple
your
reasons.
steps, Sham. You don't know how many Dalish arrows are trained on you
Okay,
right now.
you're not in you. That's fine. How about you, Ariane? Wait.
I worried for so long that they would judge me for bearing.
Oh, it's her.
Son. But it's as if I never left.
Oh, I didn't catch that first time. Or did she just appear? Okay, well, moving on. Dalish Hunter, Dalish Hunter. I feel much better about things, everybody. God, if that wasn't recording the whole time after that kind of rant speech and stuff like that too, I would have been pissed. Now, let's see if we can kick off some extra banter here. And let's head back to Meryl's home. Oh,
you were more naive than I thought.
What have I done to you now?
To me, nothing. Not yet. To yourself,
good word
you
there.
Can't even begin to imagine the number of mages that have walked down the path you're now on.
My clan didn't believe in me. If you don't believe in me either, I won't mind.
I have a feeling, I made that comment before, I have a feeling a lot of those responses are going to feel a little bit out of place at this point. Just saying. Pretty sure you don't believe in yourself now, Meryl. I think you learned got lucky at this one. Thank God the gods of time are on our side. Let's go to Meryl's house. I don't think there's gonna... Oh yeah, I meant to check quest to see if it's an actual quest. It is, so I did break something. Okay, let's talk to Meryl. Let's get that proper scene name.
Willful,
stubborn. Good word.
Stubborn idiot. All of this is my fault. I've done everything wrong.
Not everything. I don't know. I think he would turn around here. As much as he wants to say learn from this, and I don't think he would joke, and I don't know what, again, now I'm afraid of just perceiving these words in different way. Not everything, I don't know what that's going to mean, but I do think he would show some empathy here now that it's over. And he does feel like she has learned something, so...
Is there anything I can do?
There is. You can stand back. I should have done this years ago. You were right. You were always right. My people will kill me if I go back. I'm all alone. What will I do now?
Ooh, this is so much better. It's conclusive. It makes you feel like there was a point to it all. Like the journey. Oh. No, I think you want her to stay on the path. Just don't do it with a demon. She can do whatever she wants, so she doesn't have... No, she believes in this.
There's no reason you can't keep trying to find out about your people's past.
I suppose I can do that even without the mirror. Maybe all my training as a keeper won't go to waste after all. Thank you.
Well, that made me feel a lot better about things. All right, so here's what we're going to do this episode, because I have to get through these codexes. So I wanted to do that scene, and I didn't really have a plan beyond this because I want to start Legacy next, but I have to do these codexes as well. So let's start going through the codexes and see what's new here. Some of this will probably be repeated, and I'll cut around those, but let's start with Bianca, shall we? See if something's new here. Varys' crossbow is a marvel of dwarven craftsmanship, clearly the work of a master. However, she bears no smith's mark. So she's not dwarven, because isn't the whole thing with dwarves that... Oh, but it says dwarven craftsmanship. The whole thing with dwarven craftsmanship is they always bear they always put the mark on that. Okay, when asked how he procured the weapon, Varric has a few claims. He could have won it in a game of Wicked Grace against Paragon Branca. It could have been a gift from a mysterious old beggar who just appeared into thin air, and it's possible he bought it off a crooked merchant in Lowtown with the previous owner's hand still wrapped around the trigger. None of those explanations is very likely, and continued questioning simply results in Varric grinning and walking away. I love it, creating stories to make it, have more notoriety. So, Bloom. Our hero strode the winding road, defiant as the vile. Uncertain pause for home and cause, when met the monster's smile. A man his kin through blood and sin, a bastard of the gloom, a rising cut through bone and gut, an awful skyward bloom. Song of the Old Marches, the death of goodman Sir Ostis at the hand of the Reaver Shias. Inscriptions collected by Valium the Bard. Celebrant. The Grand Tourney is the oldest and perhaps only tradition of the Free Marches. On those rare 1 in 1,000 days when a contest of arms may be called, every marcher unites in fellowship to witness the birth of a new champion. Contestants come from all over Thedas. Minrathos alone always sends no fewer than 24 entrants, hoping to claim the honor for the Imperium. Once the champion was an Avar mountain man. Twice in a row it was Talissa of Sindarin, a lady knight from the Anderfells, which scandalized the crowd, creating endless drama amongst the participants, and therefore got her declared the most loved champion in the history of the tourney. Each champion is presented a crown of sage leaves and a sword. The leaves wither, of course, as a reminder that all victories are fleeting, but the blade, celebrant, endures and has passed from champion to champion since the first, inscribed with the names of each victor, a reminder that legend is eternal. From the Pursuit of Knowledge, Travels of Chanter, Scholar, Brother, Agenda TV. These are all the named weapons we've been picking up for, 4, 5, 6 episodes. Finesse is one of the daggers I'm currently wielding here. Some might find it strange that the greatest assassin in the history of Antivan Crows was both a woman and a commoner, a whore. If the legend is to be believed, I conferred with several crows myself, all of whom spoke only with monetary incentive as well as assurances of anonymity, and they say it's true. The assassin known to legend as Finesse was Callisto de Bastion, a wealthy courtesan who was welcomed in many noble homes as well as their bedrooms. She was gifted with a silver tongue and, according to my contacts, may have received training among the Orlesian bars in addition to her time with the crows. Perhaps this is where her success can be credited. Finesse achieved fame and adoration among the common folks with the fatal stabbing of King Guimar the Younger. This adoration is not necessarily shared by the crows, however. That she was captured, hanged, and had her fabled dagger auctioned off to the highest bidder speaks poorly of her skills. Still, in centuries since, the crows have embraced her legend as their own, convenient, as it only adds to their dangerous reputation. From A Shadow Unfolds by Brother Ansel of Hallsberg, 710 Storm. That's a new name, Brother Ansel, I think. I don't remember it. Girdle of the Elders. The elf seemed pretty upset when we started pawing at his stuff, especially the belt. Turns out it's some kind of heirloom. The knife ear claimed that it came from Arlathan, that it had been in his family for generations. Well, things change. We dumped the body by the mine for the clan to find. I took a closer look at the belt, and it was clear that the leather was new, but there was something odd about the buckle. So I brought it to this fellow in Valoroyo who deals in antiques, and he tells me it's old. Could even be from the time of the ancient elves. Suppose the runt was telling the truth. Anyway, hope this is adequate payment for the job. You could sell it or melt the buckle down. I believe it's real silverite. Jeez. Excerpt from a letter found in a gambling den in Jader. Glendivalis. It is a heresy today to speak of Shartan, an elven slave that rose up against his Tevinter masters to help Andraste's barbarian invasion. It seems most people would prefer to believe that Andraste crossed the waking sea with little more than a basket of flowers and songs of peace and harmony. The truth is that she came with a horde of warriors at her back, and that without a rebellion occurring behind the enemy lines, it's very possible that the holy invasion could have been foiled. Shartan was a slave who became a fabled warrior and later a devotee of Andraste herself, and we know this because the Canticle of Shartan spoke of their meeting on the Valerian fields. Andraste gave him a mystical blade that he called Glendivalis. Translation unknown, and he even fought at Mafarath's side. But now the Canticle is one of the dissonant verses, and has been ever since the exalted March of the Dales. The dissonant verses being the ones that they've removed from the Andrastian Bible, essentially. It seems we don't wish to speak of elven heroes or the role they played in Andraste's war any more than we wish to speak of barbarians or the bloody death toll that accompanied the war. With each passing age, heroes like Shartan became more of a fable. But some of us will always know the truth from the dissonant verses by Sister Petrine, Chantry Scholar. Vir Ateshan. There's never a shortage of hunters. The Vir Tenadal, the Way of Three Trees, has lured many to Endral's side. The Vir Ateshan, the Way of Peace, is a harder path to tread, and few are called to hear Selai's wisdom. Those who hear that call learn the arts of the healer and the mender, as told by Gesherel, the keeper of the Relifarian clan of the Dalish Elves. And then we have places. What do we have in places? Nothing. We have lore. What do we have in lore? Nothing. Okay, characters. Alistair. I've been wanting to come in here to read this one, see what's up here. So King Alistair Thurin was crowned the ruler of Ferelden after the end of the Fifth Blight. His people consider him a hero for fighting against the Darkspawn as a Grey Warden. Few Wardens have ever left the secretive order, and he is the only of those who went on to rule a nation. Queen Honora, daughter of legendary Taron Loghain, rules at his side. Although Ferelden has prospered under his reign, it was greatly weakened by the Blight. Tensions with neighboring Orlais have been high, and many believe a renewal of their long-standing conflict is inevitable. Severin Arenai, we are in danger, friend. 2 of the 7 guild masters are already in Severin's pocket, and the guild master of Ralto is dead. While no proof exists, we both know he was involved whether he claims the deed or not. They should have released him when they discovered he lived. Honor of the Antivan Crows be damned. What option do we have now? After centuries of unity that have led us to rule a nation from the shadows and have placed kings and queens in our pocket, we are being torn apart from within by a single elf who didn't even succeed in his mission to kill the so-called hero of Ferelden. He became more. The guildmasters dismissed Zevran's threat without considering just how many assassins were similarly disaffected. Too many of our numbers have been cheated out of their rightful teeths, driven into hiding or intimidated into silence, and somehow Zevran is finding them all. You report that he is not an Antiva, but that isn't always the case. He appears in the city until our operatives find him and chase him out into Ravine or the Free Marches, and then we never hear from him again. We have both spoken to the remaining guildmasters, and they have denied us. They are blind, and it makes me think maybe Zevran is right. Perhaps it is time for a change. Whoa. From a half-burned letter found in Treviso warehouse, 935 Dragon. Wait, whoa, what? So, hold on. So, in the guild... What is this? 2 of the 7 guildmasters are already in Zevran's pocket. And the guildmaster of Alto is dead. While no proof exists, we both know he was involved whether he claims it or not. They should have released him and discovered the... So Zevran is behind the scenes. He's turning the crows into his own band of... I mean, they're still assassins, but what is he? So what's his play here? What's his intention here? To have a guild of assassins, but for the betterment of the people, sort of thing. And so, did he kill this one guild master because maybe they didn't agree with his demand, Zevran's demands? How can he demand for change? This is maybe intentionally obscure right now. Maybe it's in, I don't know. Don't spoil anything, but does this continue in Inquisition. Don't spoil anything, just yes or no. Because I like Severn quite a lot. We have the Scrolls First Aspect, which I believe I read on screen, so let's move on. That's the one that I thought I didn't pick up for a while, so some of the past episodes where I'm confused about where's the first one. And Art of War. I think there was something in here for the cross-class combos. So this talks about the Staggered. So I think Staggered is... Let's see. Yeah, so there it is. So Warriors can do Stagger. I didn't even acknowledge this. Warriors have abilities that do Stagger. Mages and Rogues... Wait, is it mages or is it just mages or mages and rogues? And rogues. Or rogues can do so using upgraded talents. Then mages and rogues can exploit Staggered. And then you have Disoriented, which rogues can do, but warriors and mages can exploit. And then you have Brittle, which mages can do, and warriors and rogues can exploit. I hadn't acknowledged that that's what was going on. That's a very cool way of balancing things out, because then it really does encourage you to take a full-fledged team, like classes. Which I've sort of always had, for the most part I've had. Anyway, so I like the two rogues because of the Isabella. I like Isabella on the team. Okay, that was thorough. So what are we looking at right now? We're looking at Legacy. So I'm gonna move towards that now. I might as well just end this episode with I was gonna go to the Black Emporium. Let's see. I'm gonna go. Oh. There's some stuff here. I have, which one is the one that gives us all one level? +1 for all party members. Cooldown. What does a cooldown mean? +1 for all party. Why has this got a cooldown? I think you can only buy one of these. It went red on me after I bought one. I'm going to do this. I'm going to save it first. Okay, this is officially the save of the baseline for moving forward. We have Elixir of Heroism. Oh, you know what I wanted? Wow, that was 24,000 XP. What I was going to do... Oh, I think it just... Oh, I didn't screw anything up there. Okay, I was going to actually game the system, because I was going to wait till this was like completely rebooted. Because what I was afraid of doing is it be up here, like the experience bar be almost done, and then you level and you just get that fraction of experience. Like you, and I'm like, don't do that. So no, I think it does something where it knows how much experience you need for that entire level, and then it just bumps everybody. So we have a bunch of people to level. We have Maker Sai here. This concoction allows whoever to consume. So I want to respect Varric for sure, which we're going to do before Legacy. I bought 4 Life Ward potions, which I will take into Legacy. I might buy 4 more. I might buy 8 of these. This is the one that does Life Ward for half an hour. So it's essentially for every session I play. It's usually 45 minutes to an hour. But I should have 2 of these ready to go for when I'm playing, so I can just put them on and play. Because in Legacy we're going to take Varric, Anders, and Bethany. And just in my head I'm thinking that sounds like a very dangerous team to take. Like I don't feel like I have the people I need for what I've gotten used to playing as, and so I'm a little worried there. So I'm going to take some Life Ward potions, and then we're also going to take Mythos Favor. We got 5. I might buy up to 10, and then what else do we have? That's it. We have to level. So let's level. I'm going to just amp up your magic, and then we're going to go with making this better, because I'm gonna try to do cross comboing, because I'm taking him again into Legacy, so I gotta figure out cross comboing. I at least have... Oh, let me think this through. Yeah, because he would be able to brittle, and then Dusk. I don't know if I have an ability that exploits that, but Varric, I think there's like a Shattering Shot or something like that. So maybe Varric has that, or I would get it because I'm going to respect him anyways, and we're going to take advantage of that. We have to do that. Okay, so then let's go with you. Let's go. I could just keep going for more crit damage, but it seems overwhelming right now. Critical chance can go up, so I can effectively just land more. So let's just do that. And then for your abilities, I'm certain I'm screwing something up at this point. I feel like he's in a pretty balanced state though. Oh, I can just increase this right here. Duration. Yes. I feel like maybe I would, if I were to respec him, I would bring this down to 25, maybe 24, and then I would crank up the strength. And then just see what that does. But I'm probably not going to play with him going forward. So let's move forward. Let's go with here. Because these two things I rarely turn on, I think. Anyways, what's this one? Assail. Assail is plus 10% damage. Oh, there's a passive right here. Destroyer. Enemy damage resistance 90% versus dip down. Let's just take a passive. Okay. Again, probably won't matter because we're probably not going to play with them any further. But let's go leave area. And let's go home. Caucus Estate. Can I... no, I got to take characters in order to tweak them and level them and stuff like that, right? Oh!
Back at my house, I should never have said. I didn't mean it.
What did you say, Meryl? What did she say to me that I should be offended by? I don't think she said anything, really. Anyways, I feel bad not doing this first because I didn't know it was going to happen. So sorry for that big Codex part in the middle. Here we go. I already forgave you. I think he's going to turn... I'm turning this around.
People say a lot of things when they're angry. I knew you didn't mean it.
Sometimes I think you're too good to be with someone like me. I know that you mean well. I just wish...
She didn't mean that romantically, did she?
You can't save me, Hawk. It's not worth trying.
What is happening right now? Yeah, I mean, I want to say this because as a friend, I want to say this as a friend. I didn't feel like I was setting off any romantic stuff with her. This whole game, I don't feel like I didn't intend it. What is happening? Are they just trying to throw off my Isabella game right now? I'm committed. Sort of. I am. But I want to say this as a friend, but I'm afraid this is going to make her... It's going to make the Isabella thing break. Oh, damn it. So what did I save? I saved before I leveled, right? It's not you I'm protecting. It's for his own sake. But I mean, in theory, that icon means you're breaking the track, right? You're breaking the romance track, versus you're accepting the romance track. I might have to reload. I'm just going to preface this by saying my context here. I want to say this as a friend, and I hope there's another option that then says, "Is it Isabella or me?" I'm going to say Isabella, but I want to say this as a friend because I feel like he wants to be her emotional support now as she gets through everything that just went down with the keeper and that all the whole thing. Okay, so here we go.
You sure? I'm getting really good at this hero thing.
And what makes you think I need a hero?
Sweet, but he wouldn't go.
If you stick with me, you and everyone you love will be in danger. Do you understand?
Nice.
I can't bear if anything happens to you because of me.
Well, that was nice. It wasn't for the romance thing. It was just I could have making. Oh. I wasn't making those choices for fear that I was going to say. That worked out really nice. Okay, so don't be afraid. Safety's boring. You can't scare me off. She should be afraid. That's what keeps you safe, man. If she was afraid, she wouldn't have arrogantly pushed forward the whole demon thing without thinking that it could go wrong. You need to consider the possibility of shit like that going wrong, you know? But I feel like you can't scare me off. Just be direct. Yeah.
I told you, I won't let that happen.
Jesus, you're angry there, though, dude.
Don't save me.
You're confusing her.
Please. Just...
What?
Don't.
Meryl.
That was a weird...
It's all right.
Take it easy, Dust. Don't do... Oh. I didn't ask for this. No, he's with Isabella. No! So that did trigger a romance option? I can't allow this, guys. I can't allow this.
what happens now? Are we... What did this mean?
Oh my god, I don't know, Meryl, what this means, okay? I didn't... Oh my god, is this the kind of character I am?
It was just a fling.
Of course. I suppose I'm just being silly, thinking I should go.
That was not canon. That was not canon. We're reloading. Why would the game trigger? Why didn't I get something with Isabella? Why?
Look.
This is bad timing. Meryl, let's just escape
Back at
through.
my house.
We know where this went wrong. I forgive you. We know where this went wrong.
You can't save
Don't take me down
Hawk.
this path. Let's just
It's not worth trying.
real canon.
You could muck about with demons and blood magic to your heart's content if it didn't endanger Kirkwall.
Okay, that's actually legit.
You think I'm that careless? You
Yes,
really
that
think
is-
I would let anyone else come to harm with what I'm doing?
I know.
I suppose I
That's
should have
what would
known. I should go. Thank you for hearing me out, Hawk.
Well, at least that didn't turn into an awkward situation. It was short. It was much less meaningful. But I don't know how I could have got out of that by taking that hard option and being not a heartless bastard. If there was a way to do that... God damn it, this game, with all of your friggin' variables, this is turning into a mess of an episode. Let's check our journal. Really? You kick off a Meryl romance scene after the demon stuff? After the mirror? If you agree to keep at her side? But what if you don't want... I didn't want the relationship. I don't think I ever moved towards a relationship, man. I'll keep you guys around. I'm going to do potions. I'm going to get 5 more mythal favors. 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we have 10 going into Legacy. I also want to get... What do I want to get? It was probably from Order Potions. No, I've done all the potion stuff. Life Wards. 1, 2, 3, 4. Screw it, let's go 10. Let's go 12. That gives us an hour and a half of play. Let's go 2 hours. DLCs are usually 2 hours, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And then, what's this one? Purity. Oh, yeah, Darkspawn. Well, I don't know what we're up against, but I don't think that's gonna... Doesn't matter. That's not significant. Okay, there we go. And then now we're done. I could double check enchantments before we go. This is just so that we don't do it at the beginning of the Legacy episode and slow everything down. Here, well, let's go see what this Legacy thing even looks like, shall we? Yeah, and then here. Do I do it now? We just kick it off. Wait, what the hell? The hell is this? Thoughts on Talus. It's been over a year now since I met Talus, and she hasn't resurfaced so far. Or has she? I spotted a red-headed elf in the market just the other day, and there was something familiar in the way she moved, despite the servants' clothing and all the Orlesian braiding. I tried to get a closer look, but she disappeared into the crowd. If it was her, I have no clue what she's up to. Talus spoke of Qunari spies throughout Thedas. Doing what, I wonder? Just providing information to the Qunari or something more sinister? Unsurprisingly, mentioning the spies to those in power has earned only disbelief or indifference. Those who bothered to consider the possibility weren't certain what could be done. They appeared unwilling to admit that the Qunari might be inclined towards subterfuge, too dangerous a foe if so. It's sort of true because they're so direct that that's what you expect as a culture. So if they have spies, it's kind of crazy. You think that after what happened in Kirkwall, it wouldn't be such a shock. Regardless, I doubt this is the last we've heard from the Qunari, or from Talus. She'll show up again one day. That's just the way things work out. From the Diary of Duskhawk. Well, damn. Just up here the whole time? Let's do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna commit. God, is everything done? I got the potions. I did the leveling potion. I have to respect people. I can do that with... How many potions of those do I have? I can do this to 1. Shoot. I need more maker size before. Okay, hold on. I'll be right back. There we go. Maker size. Let's get 4 of them. Just in case I got to do 1 to each character going into Legacy for whatever reason. I just want to be prepared for that. So I got all this money. There's no real items I want to buy. I think I already talked about this. So I'm really at a point now where I'm making it basically just buy whatever potions and move on. We do have like things like this. Whoever consumes this skill gains knowledge of advanced combat techniques. You get an extra skill and talent point. Restriction mage. It's weird giving this to an NPC because of the cost, but I mean, is there a rogue one? There's this one right here, right? Warrior rogue. So I might as well get an extra point out of it. That's where my money's going to go. And then we have this one right here, Elixir of Mortal Consume. Okay, gains greater mastery over the body. It's potential attribute points. So you get 2 more attribute points. How much was this one? Yeah, sure. Let's go that one. This one might be useful. 30 minutes for 1 gold. Damage resistance. Maybe I do this if there's a boss fight. Maybe. How many can I buy? 1. 1 I could buy. Who cares? Let's buy 1. Maybe we'll use it. Maybe we won't. Doesn't matter. I mean, in that case, screw it. That's cheap. Yeah, but there's only 1. I can only buy 1? The hell? Okay, poisons. We'll leave those alone. Combustion grenade. When thrown, this grenade explodes into flame, dealing fire damage. That's stun chance 100%. That's pretty significant too, though. And it's pretty cheap. You know what? Why not? Buy all of those. Tar bomb. Explodes into thick tar that immobilizes enemies for a short period of time. Okay, how are we doing? 150 gold. I don't know, maybe we'll find something along the way. Let's go back home and kick off Legacy. I've been recording way longer than what you guys are seeing because I'm not... Because I'm in my head, I'm like, I got tons of stuff to cut around. It won't matter. But I don't think so. I think this will be a long episode after all. I think didn't I say it was going to be a short episode at the beginning of this episode? There's a letter from me. Okay, let's check the letters. A message from the Comte de Lancet. Thank you for persuading Emile to do the right thing. The boy may not recognize it, but you probably saved his life. I don't know how to repay you, but perhaps this coin is a good start. Guillaume de Lancet. Oh, I sent the boy away. Cool. Thanks for the coin that I really don't have a use for right now, but that's okay. I'm buying more potions. Hold on. Let's go. Damn it. Order more potions. There we go. I can buy more tar bombs. Yeah, sure. 1, 2, 3. Let's get 5 of that one. Let's go combustion grenade. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's get 5 of those. Sure, why not? And then we're done. What fell grenade? Went through 2,500. It does 2,500 fire damage. Oh, the Felandaris. That's the thing we just picked up on the Meryl quest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whatever. That I could be wrong there, but that looks like the most damage I've seen anything do. And who knows? Who knows? Might come in handy. What else am I using? I mean, I'm not using it. Mighty offense potion. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. How about that? How about now? Are we ready now? Are we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Whatever. We ready now? We wasting this money appropriately? Cool down 30 seconds. This keeps you. Oh, it does mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There, 20. Done. Health regeneration. Nah, I think I'm good. I could do man. Okay, we're done. Okay, now I think we're prepared. I think we're prepared, guys. Almost 20 gold pieces worth of potions and bombs. Legacy. Boom. Too late. Would you like to play Dragon Age 2 Legacy? Have I forgotten to do anything? Save. Okay, now I've saved. Now yes. Now let's see what happens. Oh, you're in. Bethany, Varric, Anders. I was going to pick Meryl. God, there's so much different crap that happened this episode.
I have a report you might find.
Okay, I just skipped through everything. I didn't even listen. I just escaped through everything and ran and selected random crap. I have no context over this. I know there was a seeker scene, and it took us here. And I'm not going to put this at the end of the episode because I feel like that just needs to start the sequence of episodes that are going to be focused on these guys. We're looking at a new setting, though. It looks a little bit, like the graphics look a little weak over on this part, but it looks like a cool setting. So we'll be back. We're going to, as you guys know, I'm going to come back. I'm going to kick off that statue next episode, and then we're going to be launched into Legacy, and we'll see how long it takes. Cool. Don't forget to explore, engage, and inspire everybody. Catch you on next time. Peace.